Hey everybody, welcome back. Mike, Cosmic Creations. So today we are going to reprint the head for Paul the Alien. And so these files come from Gambody, which I like. All of them have printed fine except the head. You either print it in one big piece, which literally takes up all of my Kobra 2 Max. Huge head. Or you print it in about 16 different pieces that are not plug cut. They are just exterior skin. And it is an absolute biatch to piece together, glue together, and then make sure all the pieces are lined up properly, perfectly, while you're holding glue, while you're trying to solder, melt, your PLA. And so I decided to redo the head. I hate wasting that material and all that time, but so what we did is we took the whole head, and I'll show you here on the computer in just a second, but I cut it into 3 slices, 3 STLs, and I did it 2 different ways. I did top, middle section, and bottom, and then I cut it a different way where we did backside, middle, and then front. And so right now we're getting ready to reprint. This is going to be the top piece. I think that piece there is going to be the bottom, and we're going to do the middle some time after that. But we're just not getting started on these. So we got quite a ways to go. I think, I don't know, 12 hours. I think I'm supposed to be like 18 hours. And with 3 pieces, it's just going to be easier to assemble, a lot less seam lines to have to worry about sanding down, body filling, a lot less headaches. So I cut these with mesh mixer. I did cut it also in Luban. That came out to about 8 pieces, but that's also because I was going to print that on all my K1 Maxes, which I can print 5 pieces a day easily because I got 5 K1 Maxes now, and 1 K1. So anyway, show you the computer what it looks like, and I'll come back with an update later on how this is working out. Alright, so here we can see Luban, and how we sectioned this. So this come out a lot easier to do it this way, but yet and still, alright, this is in Cura where I've already cut the files in Mesh Mixer. And doing this in 3 pieces, it's just going to be so much easier, I think. Now I won't print all these like this. This is just showing you guys what it looks like and how I did it. And for shits and giggles, that's what his head looks like when you have all the pieces. And are going to try to glue all those pieces together. So about 16 pieces. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, 16 pieces. So anyway, stay tuned, and we'll give an update on how it's printing and how it's going to look overall. Alright guys, so we get this question all the time on the groups, and how do we change out the filament once the sensor is run out, or if it's already gotten past the sensor a little bit and into the Bowden tube. Hopefully your sensor works and it pauses your machine. Otherwise you're kind of screwed. But if your sensor's not working, first of all, check the wiring. Second of all, you can take this cover off, pop it apart, and bend the spring a little bit to detect the filament. That's usually the problem. Third, if your sensor is just shit, then go to Amazon and buy another one, right? You can buy them for any cubic. They're about 12 to 15 bucks last time I looked. It's not a big deal. Just buy a new sensor, all right? Now, my machine, I manually paused because I'm watching this roll run down. And this is just some Hyper PLA that Creality gave me with my K1 Max. There was about maybe a quarter of a roll left on that. So I decided to use it on this particular print. As you can see, I got another piece of roll that I'm going to burn through here. And so, since the nozzle's hot, the machine is paused, or if it pauses on its own like it's supposed to, then all I'm going to do is grab this filament. I'm going to push this release lever in, and I'm going to pull my filament back out. I'm going to put new filament in. I'm going to push it down until I see it come out of the nozzle, and then I'm going to reach in and I'm going to pull that little piece out, and then hit resume so that we can start this print back up. That's all there is to it. Alright. If by chance it gets past your sensor and it's in your Bowden tube, then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to release it right here, push down your tab, pull your Bowden tube out with your lever pushed over, and then pull it out this way, out of the tube, and then put the tube back in and reload your filament. I wish I could show you guys live while I'm doing it, but I only got one hand to do all this with, so or can't hold the camera with one hand and do it all at the same time. So hopefully that explains it enough, and I'll show you here in a second what it looks like afterwards. Alright, so here we are coming back. Like I said, here's the empty roll, here's the half spent roll. Alright, I've already loaded this in the tube, pushed down. Like I said, I pulled out the little piece that was sticking out the nozzle, so I made sure it's all the way into the nozzle and coming out. And we'll hit print. It's going to resume. There we go. So another successful filament change during a print. Can't tell you how many times I've done this. I don't generally waste filament, even though it's dirt cheap. This is about what I end up with, because that's what's in from the sensor to the nozzle to the Bowden tube. Alright, again, here's another one, same way that I did during a filament change out. And I got a desk drawer full of these, and I give those to a buddy at work. I keep a few, but I give them to a buddy at work that he uses with his 3D pen, his filament pen. I do the same thing. That's what they're good for. So anyway, look, when that little bit of quarter roll runs out, I got a 250 gram roll Creality gave me. Guess what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to burn it out too. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope that helps. See you on the next video. Alright everybody, so quick update. I'm getting ready to head to work, so these things are going to keep working while I'm at work. You can see I've changed out this roll again. I used up that last piece of core roll I had, and we're still printing. We are, where are we at? We're 16 hours into this one. Yeah, we should be by the same on this one. 15 and a half. So 60% done. You can see how nice this piece is. This is actually the wrinkles that you see in this is actually supposed to be texture of the skin on this model. But there's no nibs, there's no deformations. This is also printed at 0.28. Okay, one, because I wanted it to print faster, and two, because we're going to sand this down and use acetone and wood filler anyway. But you can see just how nice that all's coming out. This one's kind of hard to see under this light. We'll do some more preview later, but super happy with it so far. Anyway, we'll get done a little bit later, and we'll update again. Alright everybody, welcome back. So this is the lower half of Paul the Alien's head that I did. When you buy this file from Gambite, it comes in one big piece, and like I said previously, I didn't want to do 16 small pieces and glue all that together. So I took the head and sliced it into 3 sections that I'll show you here in a minute. And so this is the bottom. And this is on the Kobra 2 Max. This is with Cura 5.5. This is printed at 210 and 60, running at 300 millimeters a second, 0.28 on the layer lines, so that I could kind of speed this up as much as possible, and come back and sand it real quick and smooth everything out. So it came out really, really nice. Really excited to see it finally done. So we're going to put the whole head together here in a little bit, and I'll show you what it looked like. Alright guys, real quick. So this is on a Kobra 2 Max running Cura 5.5 on a custom profile that I've built. And you know, we have a lot of problem with tree supports, and I showed this in another video, but it was with the K1 Max Creality. And so when we talk about how easy it is to remove tree supports, you don't get much easier than that. So the rest of that I can pick off with a pair of pliers, but super easy. Really nice. So anyway, just want to show that to you guys. Show you how easy it is to get off. Makes it a lot easier to clean up. So I'll put a link in the video description of the profile that I built. That'll hopefully help you guys out. It'll be free. Won't charge you like all these other idiots. But anyway, thanks for watching. And see you guys on the next video.